in today's tier list, we are going to be ranking each and every single chip brand that I have available to me in Canada. If there's any other brands that you guys may have down in the States, I'd love to know, and I'd love to try them. I want to do an American snacks list sometime, and I feel like if you guys let me know, maybe we can do that sometime. We're going to start out with Kettle brand chips. I really enjoy a crunchier chip, and Kettle brand and Kettle chips in general usually deliver on that crunch factor. The flavor of the Kettle brand chips is fantastic, and they have some really interesting flavors. One of my favorite chips of all time is their maple bacon chip. An absolutely fantastic brand and a great way to start out this list. It goes in the best. We got Cheetos up next. Cheetos to me are just not a very good cheesy. Like, they just aren't. Over the years, I just haven't enjoyed them as much as, say, some no-name brands or other brand name cheesies. And the fact that they only specifically focus on cheesies just kind of knocks them down a little bit. I know they're kind of an underlay of Frito-Lay, but still, they're their own brand in themselves. They're gonna go in pretty bad. We have Doritos up next. The typical party chip that you always see at a party. They're like the midline chip. Everybody knows what a Dorito is. Obviously, some of their flavors are fantastic, but some of their bad flavors are really bad. I don't really like a lot of their experimental type stuff. It doesn't really twist my nipples. It doesn't really get me going. I'm gonna put Doritos in meh. We got Crispy Minis. I don't even know if I would consider these a chip. They're close enough. They're like almost like a cracker, but they're basically chips. I like a healthier alternative to things. For the most part, rice cakes just are not it, man. They just don't do it for me. If I'm gonna have carbs, I'd rather have something that I at least enjoy. And these things are the fucking worst. President's Choice. I'm not gonna put any other no-name brand chips because I don't think any of them are quite as good as some of the other brands on here, but President's Choice is an exception. President's Choice chips are fantastic. They have some interesting flavors, they have excellent crunch, and they have really, really good coating overall. I would put them above a lot of regular old brand chips, and they're gonna go pretty good. We have Hard Bite. I find that they are almost have a stale texture to them. Does that make sense to you? Like, I don't mind Hard Bite. They're not the worst chip on this list by far, but they're definitely not up there with some of the better versions of a Kettle chip. They're not bad. They're kind of a new player in the game, and some of their flavors are just like borderline. Everybody has those flavors, you know? They don't make it do anything really interesting, anything crazy or unique. I'm gonna put them in meh. We got Lay's. Everybody knows Lay's. Everybody's had Lay's. Everybody like has gone to a party and there's a fucking bag of Lay's on the table. They're just not that good. They're not bad. They have the best barbecue flavor out of most chips, but that just it won't save them. I think they're just kind of middle of the ground chip brand. They're gonna go in meh. We got Miss Vicky's, another fantastic kettle chip brand. Their jalapeno chips are fucking unreal. I rated them in my chip flavors ranking, and honestly, I feel like I did them kind of dirty. Miss Vicky's are always fantastic, always consistently crispy and crunchy and delicious. They have some interesting flavors, and they always come up with new stuff, which I love. They're gonna go in pretty good. Old Dutch. I have a lot of Canadian viewers. I love y'all. Canadian to heart, to the fucking core. But god damn it, I just don't like Old Dutch. They've never been my favorite chip. They're not bad, but they're just not great. I'm gonna put them in pretty bad. This take right here might get me some hate. I don't like Pringles. They're too mealy. They're too doughy. They don't even taste like a potato chip. Plus the packaging. Look, I get the gimmick. I understand it. Just not for me. I have big fucking arms and hands. Big fucking arms and hands. How the fuck do you get in there? How do you get into the bottom of those little bitches? I just don't know. They're gonna go in the worst. Another hot take. Sun chips are some of the best chips out there. Things that are whole wheat, I don't like. The flavor of it just isn't good. The health factor isn't there either, really. And like, it's just not overall good. Sun chips are the one exception of a whole wheat thing that I enjoy. Flavor, fantastic. Christmas, out of this fucking world. One of the best chip brands out there. It goes in the best. Tostitos up last. Honestly, one of the worst on this list. Tortilla chips by themselves, just not that good, man. Tortilla chips as a whole are just a vessel. They're a carrier. They're there to dip into your mouth. That's all they're there for. If you pair these with guacamole, fantastic. But if you have them just by themselves, just ain't it, bro. Gonna go in the worst. And that, my friends, is my ranking of chip brands. If you agree with me, fantastic. We're on the same page. And if you don't, You know, I just don't care. But I'm still gonna kiss you on the pinky finger. Mwah!